Hi there, this is David and welcome back to Let's Play Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel. So you're going to be fighting the final boss, so let's just look at my setup real quick. This is what I have going on for my courts, and this is going to be the party that I'm going in to the battle with. I'm not going to be using Elliot, and as far as my equipment is concerned, this is what I have for everybody. It's probably not, like, the best of the best, but it's all you really need. So, yeah, I think that we're good to go, so let's do it. Let's head on in. And if you need to heal up or go back out or whatever, do it now. Yeah, this is your little point to return message right here. Uh-oh. Okay. What was that? I heard a voice in my mind. You heard it too? It seems as though we're linked even more closely through our Arcus units now. I imagine we're getting close now. That area ahead's probably the last, so we're almost there. We'll finally have our answers about all the mysteries of the old schoolhouse, about what's behind all this. We've come this far together. Now it's time to see it through to the end. Yeah, let's go! So that's the only mystery that we get solved about the old schoolhouse? What about C? And all those other terrorists, and all the other crap that's going on around the world? What about Crossbell? What about, the independence movement? What about everything else? Who cares about the stupid schoolhouse? Another door. It's got a jewel in the center. No, wait, maybe an orb. It seems familiar somehow. You think? Duh. I know what it reminds me of. That orb in Lohengrin Castle that summoned Nosferatu. Yep, that's about right. An awakener? What's he talking about? Okay. Just a fragment of the great power. Ooh, the final trial, okay. I'm ready. I'm ready to roll. Wait, what is this great power, and what final trial? Well, watch out, it's drawing us in. Selene too? Selene seems pissed. Speaking of mysteries, what's the deal with her? Is everything going to be revealed here? Probably not. Oh. Wow, this is different. What? Yeah, it's like a graveyard or something. A bunch of swords laying around. Reminds me even more of Persona 3. But I guess in that game it would be a bunch of coffins laying around. Oh, that's creepy. It's kind of cool though, I like it. It's a nice atmosphere. Not everything has to be really colorful, though I do prefer colorful.
Where are we?
Are we dreaming? It feels too real to be a dream.
A sea of blades stretching out as far as the eye can see.
Is this a battlefield?
Be careful, it's coming!
Uh-oh. Oh, holy crap! That's huge! It's a shadow wraith, or something. Loa Erebonius, the Ashen Power. So you're named after our country? That's odd. Who are you anyway? Will we ever find all this stuff out?
Is this it for us?
How are we supposed to match this kind of power?
Stand tall! We're stronger than our fear!
Target confirmed.
commencing assault.
This is it. The final trial. Stand before great darkness. Remember, darkness can't exist where light is. Let's be that light!
Right.
Okay.
That's supposed to intimidate me? I'm good. I'm good. I fought you 3 times before. And, we'll take you out no problems. Well, hopefully at least.
My turn!
First things first, we want to use, where is it? Motivate. Get everybody's strength up. Awesome.
I'll handle it.
Ooh, get a critical hit. Nice! Let's see, we get all 3 of there with a sweep. We want to get rid of these little guys. And let's use a burst attack. Hey! Nice! And it's a burst attack that's critical, and that gets rid of all the little guys, because burst attacks hit everyone. Sweet! Okay, let's use an armor breaker on him, get his defense down. Probably won't work, but, it's a nice hit. For you, we're going to use Heavenly Gift. This gives insight to everybody, which raises everybody's evasion. It's so good. Yeah, look at all that missing. Hey! Now we can counter just about everything. It's so cool. So now we're going to use Flame Impact with Reen, because that is a 50% chance of causing burn.
Okay.
And burn is really, let's see, just attack. Yeah, burn is really nice because it deals,
Go!
it will deal 5% max HP damage to him. And also the Insight status makes it so that you regain CP constantly. Ooh, sweet! Oh. Okay, well, yeah.
Okay.
Keep on going. Let's gonna have her use Sylphid Dance, because we really don't need her, whoa! 22,000 damage! Yeah, we really don't need her, attacking all that much right now. And to inflict even more damage, and try to inflict that burn status, we're gonna be using Flame Verge with her. So basically, these two inflict the burn status. Look at how many critical hits we're getting with the Insight status, all the evasion, regaining the CP. Look at that burn damage! 12,000 damage for burn. How much HP do you have left? Okay, so keep on going. Yeah. Oh man, this guy doesn't stand a chance. Okay, you have 200 CP, we'll use a Radiant Waltz, and hopefully this will take the guy out. I mean, look at that. So easy. I mean, I have had, harder regular boss fights. Hell, I've had harder normal fights, like random trash mob fights. Like that guy? What a joke. Yeah, basically you get the Insight status, you get some Motivate on him, you inflict the Burn status, and you just go to town. Are you dead yet? Thank you! Are we gonna, like, pretend that this was hard or something?
Terminating the final trial.
Hey! Awesome!
Take heed, Awakener. Here exists a fragment of the great power. The flame and the jaws that devour the world.
Just a fragment of the great power? I thought you were the final boss. Valimar? World does that mean?
Emma, you have to see this through to the end.
Celine? Is that you?
Hey, can you hear me? Pull yourself together.
Are you all right?
So there's only one form? There's not like 25 different forms of the final boss? You disappoint me, game. Well, actually, no. I hate multiple forms of a final boss. I just want to kill it once and be done with it.
We're back where we were?
we caught up in some kind of vision?
Well, doesn't look like anyone's missing an arm or anything like that.
Don't scare us like that. We had no idea what happened to you.
You're all here too.
What is this? It's a Wonderful Life? Of course they're all here.
So, what was that, Emma?
I believe what we experienced was some sort of vision, which would mean what we saw wasn't, strictly speaking, real. But it does seem like in overcoming it, we managed to pass the trial that was mentioned earlier. The fact that Instructor Sarah and the others are here supports that idea too.
So, wait.
Then the fact that they're down here means...
Everything's back to normal? Sure looks like it. The bell stopped ringing, and that field of energy around the building is gone.
We won't know for sure without a more thorough investigation. But it looks like the building's gone back to normal, too.
Well, that's the best news I've heard all night. So now we can go ahead and have the festival tomorrow, just like it should be, right?
Sorry, but I don't think that's gonna happen.
But
Why? Everything's back to normal now, isn't it?
Oh, come on, Sarah. That just ain't cool. I know there's no guarantee this won't happen again, but even still.
Oh, come on, Instructor. They're too tired to get your jokes.
The festival can't go on tomorrow like she said. But that's because it's after midnight now. So, it'll be happening today.
Oh, give me a frickin' break.
I see. I didn't realize they had gotten that late already.
You really had me going there.
It's too late for your humor, Sarah.
It's 20 minutes past midnight right now. And considering the principal only gave you until midnight, I think you all should be marching straight to bed. After all, you've got your big show coming up this afternoon.
you bet we do.
All right, let's head back to the dorms, take a quick shower, then go...
Yikes!
What?
The door!
Hold on. Wasn't there a red jewel there in the center of the door?
I don't know. It seems to have vanished. Hey, look. What?
Whoa.
Oh, that's that, golem thing that attacked Reen's sister. I forgot all about that guy. Looks like a phase gear from Xenogears. Actually, it kind of looks like Satan's, with that green tinge and everything.
Wow, top marks! I'm so proud of you.
Woohoo!
I've got a little reward here for you.
Yeah, and we got Valedictorian Trophy and the Medal of Dawn, because I got all the
Good work.
AP.
Perfect! You guys are the best!
Sweet! Max AP run, awesome. Unlike second chapter, which screwed me out of 2 AP and I don't even know where. Probably ended up saving over something. Who knows? And, of course, we learned nothing about the old schoolhouse. They said that it would, you know, bring all the answers. We'll know everything. We didn't learn shit. Bunch of bullcrap. But at least we only had to fight the one boss, so that's something. But yeah, what was up with the trial and everything? And what was up with the golem? It was just like, you know, here's this random shadow wraith. We're gonna fight him. And then we'll learn everything, but we didn't learn anything. And then here's this random golem, but we'll never talk about that again. It's just kind of odd. Well, it's more than odd, it just kind of pisses me off. Like, they're gonna go on and on and on and on and on, and go about every single little minutia detail of these people's lives, but then huge pieces of plot like this, they're just gonna not explain at all? Like, what the hell is up with that game? You know, we gotta go on for 20 minutes about, you know, their bathroom schedule or God knows what, but, you know, the end of the world, this huge, like, thing trying to kill us, and this golem that appears, nothing, no, not important. But let's talk about the festival, because that's what's important. Okay. The only real difference is that all that space out there will be filled with a crowd of people. But that's the worst part. Oh, no, you're not getting out of this now. Girls gotta be brave. Time to get out there and knock those boys down with that sexy wink. Eustace, Machias, how are y'all feeling? I'm fine about everything except this pairing. Well, at least we agree on something. If you got energy to bicker, you've got energy to do this show. Looking at us now, you'd never guess the ordeal that we went through last night. You're telling me. That gray knight in the depths of the old schoolhouse was enormous. It looks like it has proper joints, so I doubt it's just a statue. I'll bet it can move, just like those archaisms the terrorists are using. Huh, an astute assessment. The question is then, who left it there, and for what purpose? It must have been down there for hundreds of years at the very least. In fact, the latest it could have been placed there was the Dark Ages. Yeah, that's true. It certainly isn't something that could be created with the level of technology that we have today. But is it really okay to leave it with the instructors? I feel like we should be, I don't know, investigating it or something. Well, we really didn't have any other option. We have enough on our plate with the concert as it is. Yeah, my mother and grandfather should be coming later today, so we could always ask them to take a look. Well, for now, you just stay focused on the concert. Your family should be here pretty soon, right? Oh, was it that late already? Yeah, I guess it is almost time for my father to show up. I guess I'd better go and meet my brother. I suppose I should excuse myself as well. Okay, see y'all before the main event. Alright, give my best to your families. Okay, I guess it's time to head down to the horse races and see who's looking for a place of a friendly wager of 3. Today's visitors seem even more well-off than yesterday's, so I should be able to net myself a little spending cash. Come on, Fee. Mishy panicked calling our names. I will let you beat my top score. You're on. Later, Reen and Emma. Alright, catch you later. Don't go causing too much trouble for the other classes, you hear? And Crow, at least try to keep the gambling in moderation, okay? And moderation, such a familiar sounding word. And be sure not to fill up on sweets. I don't want you to make yourself sick before the concert. Aye, aye, ma'am. Ugh, my throat's all dry. Now would be a really good time to maybe get some answers from Emma, because she's so mysterious. Come on, Reen. Ask her. Your little sister should be here soon too, right? Yeah, I told her I'd meet her by the front gate around 10. She said that she might run a little late though, so I think I have some time. She really seemed to be looking forward to her visit. I'm sure she'll enjoy seeing the festival with you. If I can make it through the morning without her nitpicking me, that'd be a minor miracle. Are you going to check in with the literature club? I am. I'd feel bad leaving everything to Dorothy. I think I'll walk around the campus with Celine too. Ah, gotcha. Huh, aren't you going to ask? About Celine and me? Not to mention everything else that happened last night. Well, like Machias said, we have enough on our plate with this concert right now. I just want to spend the morning taking the festival with Elise, and then be ready to go to our concert this afternoon. Besides, it's not like you and Celine know everything there is to know about the old schoolhouse either, right? I caught a couple times last night when you seemed like you were surprised at the rest of us. You noticed that too, huh? You're right though, there's still plenty about the building that we don't know either. And as for that armor sleeping in its depths, I only know a few ancient legends regarding it. I see. Still, would you be willing to share what you know with us after the festival's over? I would. I'm afraid I won't be able to share everything, but I'll be able to tell you a fair amount. That's good enough for me. I'm glad you're here with us, Emma. Let's give the crowd a real show to remember this afternoon. Of course. How are you seriously not going to ask her about all that stuff? Alright, Lisa said that she'd be coming in around 10. I've still got a little while before she shows up, so I guess I'll wander around the festival for a while. George said that he was going to stay down in the old schoolhouse studying our find from last night. Maybe I should take him something to eat. He seems so excited he probably forgot to take any food. I'm thinking something sweet. A pie, maybe? I'll just have to hope that I can make a good guess at what he'd like. But before we do that, we have some people that we want to talk to. We can talk to various people, just get some little cutscenes, so we're going to go ahead and do that right now. Oh, Sworzer, I hear tell that you had a part in the curious events of last night. Just to be sure, none of your classmates were harmed in the process, were they? Nope, we all came out just fine. Managed to get some rest in too, so we're all ready to go today. But I never expected to hear that question from you. What makes you ask? I just don't want you making excuses after your inevitable defeat. That said, you're certainly a reckless bunch, aren't you? Spending the night before your concert tackling monsters the likes of which you've never seen seems rather foolish. Worrying about your friends from Class 7 again? Your kindness never fails to touch my heart, Master Patrick. That's not the point of this inquiry. It's meant to be mockery. Regardless, our preparations are on the verge of flawless. Prepare to be amazed. I will. Best of luck. I don't need your luck. Ugh, he's such a bitch. I don't know who's more of a bitch, him or Machias. Although, Machias is more of an undercover bitch because he just gets bitchy for no damn reason. Patrick is always just a bitch. Yo, Reen, been a while. Hey, Toval, did you come all this way just for the festival? Of course. Nah. I wish, but sadly, I'm mostly here for work. Tagged along with the Viscount our side, actually. What would he be doing here? I can't speak for the Viscount, but Toval and I came to swap info. Tensions are on the rise in Crossbell, and the forecast doesn't look too pretty. That's why we need to keep as up to date as possible about what's going on. That makes sense. Hold on, did you just say swap info? With who? Toby, long time no see. And here he comes now. Oh, so, Toval is Toby? Really? Nice pet name there. About how many damn times have I told you to see me first if you're ever in Trista? You're never going to be a productive member of society if you can't take some friendly advice, Toby. How many damn times do I have to tell you to stop calling me Toby? And enough with the life advice. You're not my dad, just old enough to be. I wouldn't have expected the two of you to be acquainted. Heh, once upon a time I took care of this little runt. You could say that since then the two of us have been stuck like glue. Yeah, you took care of me. That's sure one way to put it. Especially if you ignore the fact that you used me and turned my life into a freaking bestseller. Oh, I read that one actually. Your youth must have been quite the roller coaster, but at least it made for some good reading. By the way, who was that sister in it? She was really larger than life. Half the book was stuff this old geezer exaggerated or made up. Okay, sure. Might have bent the truth a little bit in the part where I died. I guess they'd have known each other for a long time now. As much as I hate to break up the good times, Instructor Sarah and Toval said that they were hoping for information. Does that make you their source? I guess you could say that, though I prefer the term information broker. It's really more of a hobby than anything. Running the pawn shop's my main gig. A hobby, says the man holding some of the most dangerous info money can buy. On that note, are we going to spend all day flapping our gums, or are we going to get down to business? Fine. Simmer down, young lady. I knew that I've heard the name Toval before. I wonder if it was one of the books in the Garkarv trilogy. Things must be pretty dire in Crossbell right about now. I should go. I get the feeling that I'm not meant to hear what they'll be discussing. Okay, well yeah, there's our little scene there, so moving right along. And there's Laura and her father. Let's talk to them. It's been some time, Reen. It really has, Viscount our side. Good to see you. I see you brought Klaus with you today. I wouldn't miss Lady Laura's concert even if all my bones were broken and I had to drag myself to this academy. I understand Klaus's appearance, but you have more important matters to attend than a school concert, Father. I'm glad to see that you both made it, but it would be a lie to say that I'm not worried. She has a point. Was it okay for you to leave the Courageous? Your fears are misplaced. The situation abroad may be somewhat shaky, but the Courageous isn't a military vessel. While I and the crew think it's regrettable to have reached this point, it's not our place to intervene. We intend to escort Prince Oliver to the peace talks. Nothing more, nothing less. I see. So that's what's going on in Crossbell. However, our duty does not change the fact that we're here for a brief respite. My lord, please purge all thoughts of political machinations from your mind and enjoy yourself while you're here. My thoughts exactly. In fact, I'd like to take this opportunity to finally explore your academy. Would you mind guiding us around, Laura? If you so desire. Have a good time, you three. Okay, well, head on inside the building now. And head on over here to talk to Elisa. So everything's okay back at the company then. I'm surprised you managed to find the time to take it over here, especially with everything that's happening in Crossbell. As I've told you before, time is something you make, not something that you find. And as a member of the Board of Directors, the Academy Festival is exactly what I needed to make time for. How else would I be able to see how the Academy is being run? My, what impressive time management. I can only hope your logistical wizardry helps you put the pieces of my company back together. Was that supposed to be a jab at my new self-supporting accounting system? You may not have noticed, but times have changed. Increasing efficiency is the only way a corporation can remain successful. Your policies might have worked when you were chairman, but they'll do nothing but hurt the company if enacted today. Funny how all that efficiency makes communication and cooperation between divisions so much harder. That's just what happens when a corporation develops and grows. A problem perhaps, but a necessary one. Ugh, will you two just drop it? You haven't seen each other in 5 years, and the first thing you do is start arguing? I, for one, am overjoyed to see how well these two still get along. Well, what do you mean, well? Are we talking about the same people? I think this might actually be how they get along. Yeah. So just move on our way. We've got another foursome over here. Still, I hear young Machias' grades placed him comfortably at the top of his class. You must be incredibly proud. I'm certainly pleased from an academic perspective, but I'm amazed by Eustace's balance of academics and athleticism. And despite his many achievements, he always looks so calm and composed. He clearly took after you in that regard. Well, can't say I saw this coming. I've heard that the two of them will be singing together in Class 7's concert. What would you say to sitting together during the performance? It only seems fitting after all. You can't be serious. What a marvelous idea. I'd be happy to. I can only hope that my son doesn't bring your brother any embarrassment on the stage. Dad! They're from opposing factions, but their duties here would have them interacting quite a bit. It actually seems like they're pretty good friends. Yeah, they are from the same city and they probably run in the same circles. And Machias' dad doesn't seem so much of a bitch as Machias himself. Elliot, my sweet boy, why do you shrink from your father's loving embrace? Because it's embarrassing. Fiona, a little help, please. This is the first time we've been together in so long, it wouldn't be right for me to intrude on your bonding time. Unless, however, father gets too carried away, in which case you should expect a severe scolding later. You resemble more with each passing day, Fiona. Looks like Fiona rules the roost here. Oh, Reen! How nice to see you, Reen. It's been too long. Thank you for coming, Lieutenant General. I know you're incredibly busy. Think nothing of it. Nothing in the world keep me from seeing my beloved son take the stage by storm. Admittedly, this does make things more difficult for Nightheart. He's at Corellia Fortress right now, right? That he is. I've left him in charge of maintaining contact with the other armored divisions. If our circumstances weren't quite so precarious, I'd have allowed him to remain here to attend the festival. But I bet anything he'll be a commander someday, so I figured he might as well get some good experience, and I suppose so. Things must be really tense over a crossbelt. Still no sympathy for your subordinates, I see. Father's mercilessness aside, best of luck on your performance, Elliot. Try to put on a show that will leave even this stubborn old man flabbergasted. Old man? I'll definitely try. Besides, I've got to prove that I've come a long way since I first entered the academy. And the rest of us will be there to help you out. Okay, cool. So, let's go see how Gaius and his brother's doing over in the, art room. There we go. Reen, it's good to see you again. Sorry to bother you out of the blue. Glad to see you two could make it all the way here. But I heard you two ran into trouble on the way here. What happened? Well, we stayed the night at my house in Heimdall yesterday, you see. Then Tomy here thought it would be a great idea to get lost while exploring the city. It wasn't my fault. How was I supposed to know it would be so big or so full of people? Don't worry, I had just the same reaction when I first visited. At least they found you safe and sound. How are things back in Nord? Over here it's hard not to feel the tension at the Crossbelt border, but I'm curious if it's the same there. To be honest, it hasn't really had any effect on Nord. Should things take a turn for the worse, Zendergate's ready to act. Lieutenant General Zek seems to have handled the situation though. He also got his permission to go through really quickly. Sounds like we have a lot to thank him for. Indeed. I hope I'll have the chance to do so personally at some point, but that's enough of this serious talk. Have a good time today, both of you. Yeah, okay, awesome. We have one last group of people that we need to go talk to, and that is Fee and Milliam up on the roof. And if I'm not mistaken, yeah, there they are. Okay, I see. Recognize that blue hair anywhere. Oh, here you are. You two already done looking at the attractions? Not a chance. We're just taking an itsy-bitsy little break. We're locked in a death match, and the upper hand is mine. You're not taking me down that easy. I've turned the tables before, and I will turn the tables. I don't know if I've ever seen you this serious, Milliam. I'm gonna win and tell Lecter all about it later. I'll brag to him sooner, but he couldn't end up making it to the festival. That captain from the intelligence division? Yeah, he went off to Crossville this morning. And once again, Milliam casually reveals military secrets to everyone within earshot. What could have happened that they needed him at Crossville so quickly? Things must be really bad over there. Yeah, I guess so. But we're gonna continue on and actually see our concert and festival next time on Let's Play Legend Heroes Trails of Cold Steel. This has been David. If you like this, please like, comment, and subscribe, and have a good day.